And on Instagram, you can get my link. Hi, everyone. This is May Doldala. I'm live on Facebook too now. Thanks for being a friend and follower. I'm here with Alicia Stringer. We're going to talk about, are you making these 13 dumb money mistakes? So this is going to be exciting. We've made a lot of dumb money mistakes. So we're going to share with you the dumb things we've done. A little bit about myself. I live in Waikiki with my husband, Jamel, and our 10-year-old Jordan. He's actually brushing his teeth. In Instagram, you'll see him. I'm showing you him, so I'm still brushing his teeth. But anyway, we used to have a lot of debt. And I used to work at a job at a bank. And it was like I used to have over 30,000. My husband had over $200,000 of debt. Lots of debt when we got married. We were like the debt marriage, you know. But by 2016, paid it all off, improved our net worth by $500,000, making almost $500 a month in passive income every month. I quit my job and I became a financial coach, freedom coach. And I continued blogging about financial freedom. And you can check it out at yesfinanciallyfree.com. The link is below this video in Facebook, and on Instagram, it's in my profile. So check it out. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to let Alicia introduce herself. Go, Alicia.
All right. Your social media marketing expert here in Houston, Texas, helping business owners be in front of their target audience and teaching piano. I'm excited. I have a new winter recital place, like right around the corner in this cute little retirement resort. So excited.
Really? Nice.
Nice little place. I was like looking at their theater going, oh, I didn't know this is here. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
All right. And Alicia, I met her through network marketing on blogging. And that's how I met Alicia. And at the time, she was having a lot of money issues. So we've been working together with her on that. But let's talk about 13 dumb money mistakes. Okay. So the first mistake I'd like to share with you is not realizing how important your self-worth is for money. Okay. Not realizing how interconnected your whole life and how you feel about yourself is with money. All right. So there's two things I've noticed happen to me. All right. And maybe Alicia has something she wants to add, but first one is if there's some major event in my life, like I broke up with a boyfriend or something major happens, with other people, I've seen it. You could probably talk about divorce, right? Mm-hmm. It's like major life events. Somebody dies. That's important to you. You know, those are times when I've noticed that if you're really like, I was so down. Okay, I was really upset about stuff, and I was like depressed. I would cry a lot all the time. And at the time, I felt like I wasn't worth anything, right? So my self-worth was down, right? And my money situation got really bad. That's when I got into all my debt, right? Mm-hmm. I would spend on quick fix things. Like I don't know. I would spend money like it was like nothing. And I got into a lot of debt. And that happened when I had a very low self-worth. So It's really important to understand that your self-worth is so important, okay, to your net worth, to your money situation. And I know when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't care about money, right? So that's another thing that happens. Do you want to add anything to that, Alicia, for that one?
Like spending money on pets. Oh my goodness. I started a little baby pet that we're babysitting.
I've got a new Siamese baby kitty, but
adorable. So
okay, you're so funny. All right. So moving on. Number 2, paying my bills first. All right. I used to pay my bills before I'd pay myself. And what this really means is not saving money. So Alicia might have something to say about that.
Yes, you never have, you can't prepare for like the worst. They always say have that at least $1,000 savings. And some people have a hard time building up that $1,000 savings for emergency. But then do people really call it emergency fund? You have different mindsets around that.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Keep something ready for
very much so. Okay. So don't pay your bills first. That sounds weird. And back when I didn't have money and I was struggling, I thought that was a weird thing to say, right? Aren't you supposed to pay your bills first? But it's not true. You're supposed to pay yourself first. Save money for yourself. invest money for yourself, and then pay your bills. So that one was a big deal for me. Number 3, paying things at face value without negotiating. All right. So if you pay for something, if like a car or a house or even clothes at a store, people don't believe it, but you can negotiate prices of things. Yeah. Just because it says it's a certain price doesn't mean you have to pay that price. Yeah. It's always worth it to ask if you can get a better deal, right? Or look around and, comparison shop. Number 4, pay fees from banks. I used to pay fees from banks all the time. Now I will call and ask them to reverse the fee, right? And I won't pay the fee from a bank anymore without first asking them to reverse it. Doing automatic bill payment. And this happens, Alicia had this issue too, where she had a lot of apps or different things that you sign up for, and then they just keep going. A lot of people have this issue. It automatically debits your account. And then you actually have to take time out to stop it. So actually, I shut down all of my automatic bill payments. I pay everything manually.
Oh, the hard one is the tolls. I got hit on that. They have to automatically do a payment on that one. And if you go on those rows that the tollways goes, you have to watch how much you do that. Yep.
Okay, so that's an interesting, we don't have tolls in Hawaii. So that's good to know. All right.
And then there's
Moving
some
on
places in
to-
the world that are really bad about that. Florida and Texas. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, number 6, investing without any research. Oh, I have a hot tip. This is a great buy. The stock is going up, and you just buy it and you have no idea what it is, right?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Or just buying something you think is going to be a great deal and you don't even know anything about it. Yeah. Buying on impulse, right? You're just at the mall, wherever, you didn't think you needed it, but suddenly you think you need it and you buy it for no reason, right? Except this is an impulse buying. Number 8, buying excessively and wasting food. All right. I used to waste food until COVID. I used to always have some food go bad and throw it out. And then after COVID, now I eat everything in my fridge pretty much before I buy any more food. People might think that's crazy, but I do. I've never done that in my life, but now I do. So I used to waste food like nothing, buying excessively everything else, clothes, gadgets, Starbucks drinks, coffee, alcohol, cigarettes. You get the idea. Number 10, one-click buy. That one I need Alicia because she added that. One-click buy. Go, Alicia.
Oh my goodness. It's Amazon, and some of these apps are really bad about that. When you do shopping, they'll have that one-click buy. And you're like, if you accidentally scroll around or you're like, oh, I want to learn more, you've already bought it because you did the one-click buy, already got gotcha. The one thing we bought was this gun for the cat that shoots out little puff balls, and my daughter loves it. So I'm like, okay, I guess that was a good time. It's less than $1, but
One-click buy. Interesting. You can always return things on Amazon, Anyway, moving on. This is actually very relevant. I was helping another friend yesterday, and he was looking at his Amazon purchases and trying to think, oh, I still have that book, never read it. Oh, I have that, never used it. Oh, and he was looking through all the stuff he bought and realized half of it he never read the book, never used what he bought, right? And he was looking at the return window, and it had already passed, right? Because we were looking at his purchases from the last 3 years, and he was like, oh my God. So this is a very common thing. Yeah.
Terrible.
The next thing, big mistake, is not being specific with lawyers, accountants, and professionals that bill by time, bill by the hour. And that's Alicia's. She was giving me a whole thing about how she wanted to speak to her attorney about something on a conference call. Instead, they billed her for an hour answering an email, and she was very upset about that. So be very specific with them. When you send emails, don't say, answer all my questions in an email that'll take an hour. Just conference call me and talk to me for 15 minutes, please. Very specific.
Dang, I should have done that, right? Very clear.
Number 12, paying everyday expenses with credit cards. This one is personally for me, I think it works, but I did an experiment in our family, and if I pay with credit card for regular everyday groceries, I spend more than if I pay cash. And I've noticed this to be true. So I noticed I did it just 2 days ago. So I still do it sometimes, but cash is what really reins me in. If I use a credit card, I pay it, I try to pay it immediately after. And if I can't, I know I overspent. I don't have the money in the bank. I can't pay my credit card immediately. Try the cash diet, that works. Not keeping track of finances monthly is our last one. And this one is probably the most important one because when you look at your finances every month and you chart how much you're making, what your expenses were, you look at your credit card spending or your regular spending, and you notice things, right? And Alicia went through this a lot. She would have, and not just her, me too. Vendors will double bill you by accident, right? And they won't know. You have to find their mistake, call them and tell them to reverse it. You might get a bank fee you don't understand, call the bank, figure it out, they'll reverse it, right? Once you figure out why, there's so many charges that come that just take money out of your account that you can fix if you just check your money monthly. That's just one reason to check your money monthly.
Yep.
In addition to that, we do other things. We invest our money, we buy treasury bills, we, save money for ourselves. We have things we do, So that's really important. If you want to know more about that, check out my services on my blog. Just go to products tab or sign up for any of my programs. We do this every month. So have a great day. I'll put a link in my blog. So check out the blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com for more information. Have a great day, guys. Aloha. Take care.